Multiple legal challenges have halted a debt relief program intended to correct a history of racial discrimination against Black farmers. The Emergency Relief for Farmers of Color Act was passed by Congress this spring as part of the American Rescue Plan. It would provide $4 billion in loan forgiveness from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The act also lays out an additional $1 billion for grants and college scholarships for farmers of color. However, U.S. District Judge Marcia Morales Howard sided with a white farmer from Florida who sued to stop the program. She acknowledged the history of discriminatory behavior against Black farmers, but wrote, Congress must also heed its obligations to do away with governmentally imposed discrimination based on race. That injunction is one of several seeking to prevent these funds from getting into the hands of Black farmers. I want to bring in John Boyd Jr. now. He is the founder and president of the National Black Farmers Association and joins me from Boynton, Virginia. John, welcome. Great to have you with us again here on CBSN. Now, you have said that you will fight this decision all the way to the Supreme Court. Tell us why you believe this money from Congress is legally justifiable, and what do you say to those who are challenging the law?
Well, basically, this is a real setback for Black farmers, and farmers of color at planting season. And a few things I would like to clear up. This is not farm money for Black farmers and farmers of color. This is debt relief at USDA. You have to have a guaranteed loan or a direct loan. And what white farmers are doing in this country is suing Black farmers is a continuation of what we've been enduring in this country for many, many decades. A continuation of Jim Crow and sharecropping and all of these things, where it looks to me as white farmers want all of the money and all of the resources instead of sharing with other ethnic groups, in this case, Black farmers. And it looks as though every time we try to get some redress from USDA, we're having to wait. So I've reached out to President Biden to discuss this and to see what the administration may be able to do. These white farmers are filing these lawsuits in very, very conservative courts around the country, Florida and Wisconsin and Texas, where we don't think we're going to get a fair share in those very, very conservative courts in this country. But we're going to continue to press on. But people need to know that the National Black Farmers Association needs your support right now. It costs money to fight these cases and all around the country. And so far, we've been meeting all of these deadlines and raising the issue of historic and continued discrimination at the United States Department of Agriculture. And one thing these judges haven't done is really acknowledge the discrimination that we still face today as Black farmers and farmers of color. So this isn't discrimination that happened 10 and 20 years ago. It did, but the discrimination also continues today, and the courts are not looking at those very, very important issues as well.
And you say you just recently reached out to the Biden administration. Did you receive a response?
Well, I'm supposed to go to the White House on the 4th of July, but not to talk about this. And I'm hopeful that the administration, in this case, President Biden, will hear my plea to sit down and speak to him about this. It looks as though if Secretary Vilsack had moved more swiftly to get the payments out to Blacks and other farmers of color, the actual debt relief itself, we wouldn't be in this predicament right now. So here we have the banks that came out against this measure, that didn't want to work with Black farmers by somehow saying if we got these monies, it would be hurtful to banks. And now you have white farmers who are saying we're causing them harm in some sort of way if we get debt relief at the United States Department of Agriculture. And all reality has been white farmers who have been getting the debt relief the whole time, that they've gotten $500 billion, white farmers, in the U.S. Farm Subsidy Program. Almost all of the direct loans and rural development loans and all of these loans at USDA have went to large-scale white farmers in this country. So my question to them is, well, how many times are you going to get? And they don't want to talk about that. So how can we have racial healing in this country if first white farmers don't want to admit that we've been discriminated against by the United States Department of Agriculture? We need to sit down and have a real discussion in this country because people, we're living in two Americas. One in rural America where you have the rebel sign and all of these flags that are sit higher than the United States flag, and they represent, look like to me, white farmers. And then you have black farmers like myself who just want to be treated with dignity and respect and walk into the local county office and be able to attain these services here in this country. And people, that has not been happening in a fair and equitable manner. And all of the numbers support that statement.
John Boyd Jr., thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.